Batman and Robin. Joel Schumacher's second ever Batman film could have possibly ruined the superhero genre back in 1997. It barely made back any of its money, with critics and audiences alike agreeing it to be awful. It wasn't until later releases like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy that the genre would be able to recover and gain steam again. The film stars George Clooney as Batman. He's usually a terrific actor, but here is somewhat campy. That word best describes the main villain of the film, Mr. Freeze. If you're familiar with the character, you know of his tragic backstory involving his terminally ill wife and a condition that requires him to stay in cool temperatures. They try to do that, but I do mean try as it's done so poorly. Played by action star Arnold Schwarzenegger, his lines are incredibly and cringe-inducingly terrible. I'm not kidding when I say that half of his lines are ice puns.
Can you feel it coming? The ice cold of space. Ah! Can you be cold, Batman? You have 11 minutes to thaw the bird. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Stay cool, bird boy.
What do you say we heat things up?
My passion thaws for my bride alone.
Ooh. Talk about your cold shoulder.
The plot is of Freeze and Poison Ivy trying to cause a mass extinction event and regrow the population of plants. Yes, that's what Batman and Robin have to stop. Other actors in this mess include Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone, and Michael Gough.
So this is where you hang out.
Foodfight. This film has a ridiculously long production history that greatly explains why it's so bad. It began production in 1999 and was set to release in Christmas 2003. However, in late 2002, the hard drives are stolen and director Larry Kasanoff decided to start over. It would get stuck through production hell until being shot out direct to DVD in 2012. It stars the cocaine-induced Charlie Sheen as a Dex Dog Detective, a crime-fighting food mascot in a supermarket.
You wouldn't! I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong?
Him and his horny friend Daredevil Dan, played by Wayne Brady, team up to stop Brand X from taking over the supermarket. Surprisingly, the film has other well-known actors like Hilary Duff, Eva Longoria, and Christopher Lloyd. As seen, the animation is soul-burningly awful. The textures are off-brand and certain characters look like something out of Charlie Sheen's wet dream. Like Batman and Robin, the puns are awful, this time being food-based. It also has a ton of sexual innuendos, too many for a film made for kids.
Yo, sweet cakes! Oh, nice packaging! How about some chocolate frosting?
Get a shelf life.
I like to butter your muffin. Check this out!
All the brand mascots included give this film as many product placements as the Emoji Movie, which would help explain why the budget is $45 million. Yes, that's the budget. This looks like a visual embodiment of my taint. Also, there's a poop rat.
Everybody seems to be searching for the flying squirrel. Mayhaps the reward for the reckless rodent would be in the offing?
If you've got something up that slimy sleeve, spill the beans.
Perhaps I do, and perhaps I don't. I seem to be suffering from a touch of train-induced amnesia.
Cool Cat saves the kids. I had to put a Derek Savage production somewhere in this video. Here's his 2015 masterpiece, which stars a large orange furry hanging out with little kids. He's Cool Cat, if you can already tell. If that's not weird enough for you, Derek Savage, referred to as Daddy Derek, is in a bestiality relationship.
Come on over here, honey. Look how clean we got everything going right here.
It looks great. Thanks for your help in the kitchen.
Oh, you know I love to help you all the time, Mama. Get over and give me a hug.
Derek himself based the film off of several books he has written. Before that, he was involved in male performing. The film has Cool Cat dueling Butch the Bully, who enjoys stealing candy from babies and pretending to be Dr. Evil. Cool Cat also teaches kids to stay away from guns and to look both ways before crossing the Cool Cat, there could be a car!
Oh no! It's Cool Cat and he's fast! I better run! This candy will trip him and he'll fall flat on his face!
Yeah, this film's logic sucks. One part is Cool Cat freaking out over Butch's hurtful online messages. Instead of doing the right thing and ignoring it, he responds and says,
If you were nice, you would have more friends. And friends are cool. Now to click send. There. I hope this email puts you in a good mood.
For some reason, both Eric Estrada and Vivica A. Fox have parts. Other interesting things to note is the police officer in this kid's film is played by former porn star Jason Johnson. This movie has to be most notable for Derek's responses to reviews. He would slowly grow hateful to negative reviews of it online. It would have a YouTube feud with I Hate Everything. Savage tries to take down his review and his scummy nature came out. He of course lost and became a huge internet joke since then. The Happening. Oh, Marky Mark, you rascal. To be honest, I love the guy, even got to meet him while on a group trip in the Bahamas. But this is his absolute worst film. Also starring Zooey Deschanel and John Leguizamo, it was released by Fox in 2008. Another big name tied to it would be M. Night Shyamalan, the director. He's made some really great films, but this seems to be the beginning to a downfall that resulted in some of his other bad movies. This has to have the worst plot twist of all time. Some sort of toxin is inducing people to commit mass suicide, and Marky Boy is constantly unsure why. The twist is that the plants are killing people. Yes, plants. They have now evolved to kill humans in this R-rated thriller by a formerly good director.
Oh my god. Alba, shut the windows and the doors!
The dialogue is incredibly laughable, along with the suicide scenes that get to weird levels. The best scene has Wahlberg talking to a houseplant trying to negotiate for his life. You can easily get confused at certain parts, but that honestly makes it more fun.
Hello? My name is Elliot Moore. I'm just going to talk in a very positive manner, giving off good vibes. We're just here to use the bathroom. Plastic. I'm talking to a plastic plant. I'm still doing it.
Trolland. Alternatively titled Trolls, this slop of cow dung was released in 2016 to rip off the DreamWorks film Trolls. It was pumped out by The Asylum, a notorious company that began in 1997. Its filmography includes pieces of art like Avengers Grimm, Android Cop, and Cargo. It's a cliche story of an outcast human named Hayden becoming friends with a troll named Fen. They must unite their people before pranks and mischief get out of hand. Let's get the elephant out of the room first, the animation. It is utter shit. A first-year animation student could do better, which if you think about it, it might be the case. This is only The Asylum's second ever animated film after the Finding Dory ripoff Izzy's Way Home. Even still, the character designs are repeated over and over with little to no change. The objects in our hands will float or even clip through characters' hands. Size perspectives will change and the mouths won't even move at times. Olaf Shack, for some reason, has a live-action picture of the Queen of England.
Olaf, #1 troll hunter.
#1? You look more like Zero to me. Hello.
Boo! Don't fame it!
The dialogue is just bland, yet on occasion humorous. Its only notable voices include Ja Rule, Debbie Derryberry, and Dick Van Dyke.
I think you've seen a little more than that. You could tell me. You saw something, didn't you?
I saw a squirrel, and I saw dragonflies and mushrooms.
No! You saw something else. Something small with green hair.
No.
Something about this high. Something unusual.
Troll 2. Similar in title to our last movie, this comedy horror film was dumped out in 1990 by some no-name company. It's such a dumb movie, I don't even have the energy to even describe it. It's in its simplest form, it's just a bunch of vegan creatures want to turn a family into plants and eat them. Even though the film is called Troll 2, these aren't even trolls, they're referred to as nilbogs, which is goblin spelled backwards. They have some of the worst costumes I've ever seen, looking more like a retarded Ewoks poking people.
And remember,
Ah!
There's also this chick that I've already forgotten. I low-key forgot what role she plays. Just to guess, she's that crazy one who leads the No-Bogs. So much happens, yet at the same time, nothing happens. It's just 90 minutes of goofy antics happening.
Elliot! Elliot!
Holly, what a surprise.
The only notable parts are this kid pissing on his family's dinner so they won't eat it and turn it into plants. The other is this line delivery.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my God!
What's up? Balloon to the rescue. This is one of Video Brinqueto's last films before ceasing operation in 2010, for good reason. It was crapped out the copy to success of Pixar's Up, my personal favorite movie from the studio. Video Brinqueto, a Brazilian company, has released some other ripoffs before, like Ratatouille, Little Bee, The Little Panda Fighter, and Tiny Robots. I shit you not, the IMDb page for Little Robots reads, "This is a shitty movie about a dumb thing." This film, however, is the worst for one big reason. A character introduced halfway during the China scene is Ching Ling. By the takeout box on his shirt, you can tell how the other characters are going to treat him.
That's our best bet right now.
I don't want that Chinese guy in there with my monsters. He didn't even say anything when I showed him the cookie.
Did you try showing him a fortune cookie? That could work.
What do you mean, Unc? Perfect, China! I promise to give you some Moo Goo Gai Pan when we get back to the house.
That's good, because I want to introduce you to my new boyfriend, Chin Ling, the cute Chinese gentleman.
Hello, everybody. But did you really have to pick someone who might be smarter than me?
Wow! You mean he could be that smart?
Not only is this film racist towards him, but the French villain is consistently insulted. All the heroes are obnoxious and annoying, especially Guido, who starts the film by humping a couch. They basically spend the film fighting monsters until they get hypnotized. And that's it.
Don't go away! I stay here! I won't hurt you. I'm human. Nobody likes me.
The Room. I'm sure most of you know about this film. It stars Oscar-winning actor, director, producer, and writer Tommy Wiseau. He plays Johnny, who is soon to marry his fiancée, Lisa. However, she secretly doesn't love him anymore, and cheats on him with his friend Mark. Besides Johnny, the best character is Denny, this horny college student who kinda shows up out of nowhere in certain scenes. The dumbest scene has to be when Denny gets confronted by his drug dealer and almost every single character comes out and asks him questions.
Let's take him to the police.
Fucking dead!
Are you okay? What did that man want from you? What kind of drugs do you take?
It's nothing like that.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I just needed some money to pay off some stuff.
How much do you have to give him?
This is not the way you make money.
How much? Stop ganging up on me.
There's also the scene the internet is torn apart.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up?
I have a problem with Lisa. She said that I hit her.
The dialogue is absolutely the best part. I don't think I've ever laughed at a film's ending so much before. And spoilers, Johnny freaks out and kills himself. The film was made by Tommy's production company and released in 2003. It barely got any attention at its initial release besides a Los Angeles billboard Wiseau paid for up until 2008. It reportedly cost $5,000 a month to upkeep. It is now a cult classic due to its meme status. People now spend screenings throwing spoons due to random pictures of them appearing in the film. The more you know.
Hi. Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Not go on without you, Lisa.
You're scaring me.
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
The Amazing Bulk. More of a parody than a mockbuster of the Hulk, this 2012 release is the crowning achievement of the director Louis Schoenbrunn. It was clearly written by, while smoking tons of weed, and the same could go for the rest of its making. Every single live action shot was made on a terrible green screen. Nothing was filmed on an actual set. Other shots used stock graphics purchased online or self-made terrible CGI, like the Bulk himself. Speaking of which, what's the story? Well, it's basically the same as the 2008 MCU Hulk movie. A guy grows big, he is hunted down, some action scenes happen, and fights a villain. Said villain wants to blow up the moon in an elaborate plan more stupid than Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
The best character has to be General Darwin, whose acting is so hilariously shit. He also delivers the best line of all time.
I hate dust. I don't want it building up in my home.
Hi, Daddy.
You let dust build up, and before you know it, you've got an army of dust bunnies plotting to take over. Beautiful flowers. Where did you get those from? Our garden?
The film ends with the greatest cinematic chase scene of all time, taking place in a desert and using up some unused graphics. Here's the DVD. The front actually has the quote, "This is a room of superhero movies," and yes, I paid $10 on Amazon for it, and it was worth every penny.
Mission accomplished.
Good job, soldier!
You're going to destroy Johnny. He's very sensitive. Leave your stupid comments in your pocket, son of a bitch.
I did not hit her. Oh, I'm right. Lisa, you're tearing me apart. You know what they say. Love is blind until you found. Everything is fine.
And where is Cool Cat?
There he is! You have any suggestions for me? I could use it!